The storm had started just after noon. Heavy rain beat against the school's windows, and the sound of thunder rolling in made the entire day feel eerie. My friends and I were gathered in the multi-purpose room, stuck inside because the weather had canceled our usual afternoon activities. The dull drone of chatter echoed as we all tried to pass the time, oblivious to the tense scene unfolding just outside the school. Then, without warning, a familiar but unsettling voice came over the PA system. "Attention, staff and students. We are in lockdown. This is not a drill. Secure yourselves and remain silent." As the announcement ended, a hush fell over the room. A few kids exchanged confused glances, while others looked to the teachers for some kind of reassurance. But our teachers' tense expressions told us all we needed to know. This was serious. The multi-purpose room doors were promptly locked, and we were instructed to sit on the floor, away from the windows. I could hear whispers all around me, filled with questions and theories. Some kids were on the verge of tears, clutching their phones, hoping to hear something from their parents. The unease grew, thickening the air as the rain hammered down outside, adding an ominous rhythm to our wait. Minutes dragged by, and then came a low rumble of thunder, followed by faint sounds from outside the room. A commotion in the hallway. We couldn't see anything from where we were, but we could hear the hurried footsteps of police officers and the muffled urgency in their voices. One teacher, Ms. Bell, tried to calm us down, assuring us that everything was under control, but even she couldn't hide the fear in her eyes. I'll never forget how her voice quivered, or the way she kept glancing nervously toward the door. As we sat there, I caught a glimpse of a boy named Ethan across the room, his eyes fixed intently on the door, as if bracing himself for something. He'd always been the brave one in our grade, but even he looked rattled, and that made my heart pound harder. The entire room was tense, with a shared sense of dread, every small sound magnified by our collective silence. We later learned that a troubled individual, known to local authorities, had made his way close to the school, threatening harm to himself and anyone nearby, while officers had managed to intervene before he could reach our building. The thought that such danger had come so close left an indelible mark on all of us. After what felt like hours, the all clear was finally announced. But even as we filed out of the room and back into the rain-soaked halls, a quiet unease lingered. We were safe, but we were no longer the same. The storm that day hadn't just been outside. It had struck within those walls, leaving us forever wary and hyper-aware of how quickly normalcy could turn into a nightmare. The experience stayed with us all, a chilling reminder of the unpredictable and fragile nature of safety in our world.